If there's any music left in this world, it is the music of our grief. Our grief was a huge horse, its belly packed with death. It was so beautiful, that horse, huge and mighty and high. Young women left their homes, and so did all the old men. Young and old sang and rejoiced in thanksgiving for the huge and beautiful creature bringing their food. Men and women of that city put their eyes upon that horse and pulled it after them, like a ship they were about to launch, until it stood. It stood on the floor of the stone temple of Pallas Athena. It stood on the floor that would soon flow with blood. As the night descended, the people sang and danced in the shadow of the horse. Everywhere, torches flared in gratitude. That night, I myself was singing in the choir before the temple of the Virgin in the mountains, when suddenly the city rocked, flies of havoc and despair, filling the bloody streets of massacre out of the perfect gigantic horse. Death poured like a black wave over the city. The symbol of our hope became our doom. The black wave swallowed everyone in its path. Old men froze in disbelief. Children were struck dumb with terror. Young women in their beds knew that horror was upon them. Their worn flesh was ice. Since that night, the young women have swallowed every horror the conquering Greeks could dream of. And believe me, they dreamed and acted with an energy so obscene.
I ask myself, what is a woman?
How much abuse can a woman take? How much horror can a woman endure before she ceases to be a woman? Before she ceases to be human?
Will the day come when she won't be human?
No woman is anything now. Women are dead. We are all dead. And being dead, we may become the grass that grows between the stones. Or we may become the tears you have cried in the past for some inexplicable sense of waste, some insult you suffered or threw at a man in a public place because he stared into your face as if he knew you in a way that you could never know yourself.
Women, we are become this city. We are become its untold loss, forgotten truth, commemorated lie,
Its unspoken and unwritten history, its guilty silences and echoing scandals, its tiny gestures, forgotten soon as made, its winters learning how to smile, its summers renewing the old chill, its mornings laughing like girls thrilling to their first love.
我的国死了，我的城也死了，我呢？你呢？混在这压得人喘不过气的贫苦里，还不如死来的痛快。But they will bring us back from death, our conquerors. We must go and lie with them, our conquerors. We must be the mothers of the children of our enemies.
Our children, the children of our enemies.
Who knows anything of love, or hate, or joy, or grief of callousness or pity? All we know is that we are our city, our broken, fallen, radical city.